Good morning, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. First things first, let's walk around from my newly acquired garage in Texarkana. It's raining today, so here we go. And left Red Thunder at the shop last night. And here we go, we're out nice and early. Well, I say last night, it's about midnight. This didn't seem so bad walking back to my garage. There we go. So, if I'm in Texarkana, that means I've got both the Texas DLC and I've got version 1.48. 1.48 is freshly released. Had it a few days. Still got a few mods that don't work in this version. But today's trip is in Red Thunder. She's been fettled and switched around a little bit. We'll talk about that in due course. And I've been playing around with some of the settings in the game. And all that after the boom. So that sound should give away what's under the hood. It's a modified Zeemods Caterpillar V8. The sound is from the 3408. I have modeled this engine on a Marine 3208, but it is very much a customized one-off. I don't want to call it racing spec. It is, let's just say it's performant. It's called the 3208 500, that's the kilowatt, so it's about the sort of 670 horsepower point. Torque is 2250 foot-pounds, so it's got plenty of go, but not too much. So this is not going to be such a huge handful, but it's most definitely going to have its moments if I'm not being careful. And hey, this is me. If you've watched my channel, you know that I'm always careful, unless I'm in convoy. And there we have one of the big changes in ATS 1.48, that little skid. So you now have ABS and electronic stability control, and more specifically you can turn them on and you can turn them off. Now I can't be sure if they've changed the physics in the game, but I did not skid like I do right now, at least before this update. Also, I switched my microphone. I realized I was using my headset mic and not my desktop mic to record what I was doing. So this will hopefully sound a lot better. Yeah, yeah. This thing is a little touchy on the brakes. I did mod the truck. I did mod Red Thunder for a bit of a heavy haul trip. We're taking 120,000 pounds today, a log stacker, I believe. And I'm going to need that sort of heavy haul equipment. We've also got a beacon as well, and the cattle mover, whatever the heck they call it, the Prius shunting front bumper. Because sometimes you just got to shunt a Prius, right? Disclaimer, just in the game. I'm sure the car. Well, no, I know the car's perfectly fine. I've driven around a good number of miles. As far as transmission goes today, we're using an overdrive 11 speed, and I'm going to be using a combination of manual shift and automatic shift. This engine's torque curve is not realistic for either the 3208 or the 3408 because it produces a bunch of torque at sort of 950 RPM. And I'm playing around with the transmission shift points, so it'll cruise at 55 in top gear at under 1,000 revs. The real engines don't do that, but it's okay. This is for the purposes of playing around with the physics. It picks up nicely, let's just say. But the brakes, as I've said, they are very touchy in the wet. It's designed to be hauling a mahoosive load behind you, so go figure. Yeah. And there's a retarder as well, and that sort of increases the brake effort on the rear wheels because I use the automatic retarder function. It's handy for keeping speed under control. Not always great when you got that much weight behind you. Anyway, I'm going to hoon off to my destination where I'm going to pick up the cargo, and I'll be back in a jiffy. Right, welcome back. Just backing up to my log stacker. I disabled advanced coupling endgame. No particular reason, I was just struggling with it, and it's embarrassing that every time I tried to connect to a cargo, you guys ended up watching me make a right mess of it. This engine's a little touchy at slow speed, because it wants to be using a higher gear, and it's just not very smooth. Alright, that's the cargo connected, and yeah, so you see, it doesn't really want to use first gear in automated mode. Oh well, let's maneuver out of here. Yeah, those brakes are very grabby, and I suspect that having the retarder function's just making it difficult. I don't expect any major braking issues with this much weight behind me, and I don't really think it's going to break traction that easily either, even in the rain, but we'll see. And something else I've noticed, and this might just be me, but is this game darker? Is the update, does it make the game seem darker at night? There's not that much to kind of see when hooning along in the darkness, and this might make stage 1 a bit of a boring video. I've got my beacons on because, hey, you need a bit of beaconage. Kind of different front bumpers kind of growing on me, and I can see the beacons in the mirror, which is also cool. Plus, I do enjoy the 3408 sound from Zeemods. It has that real nice burble to it. Okay, well, I haven't explored that much of this map, but there's really not much to see right now. In fact, where the heck am I supposed to go? Oh, I see. This will be an interesting right turn because I don't want to take out the sign, and I really need to make sure I don't run into anything, but good grief, it's hard to see anything really. Well, nothing for it. I see no headlights in the distance. Let's go for it. Huh. Yeah, and even turning and giving it lots of power, it's not slipping the wheel, which I wouldn't really expect. There's a lot of weight behind on top of the rear axles, and it's a 6x4, so you've got all the wheels giving drive. Okay, right. Well, we'll be on the freeway soon, and then we'll see how well the trip goes. Oh, I was hoping I'd be able to turn left onto the freeway, but no, I've got one of these like loop back right turns. Well, what could possibly go wrong here then? I kind of feel like getting a snack before I drive as well, but oh well. Okay, so I can test the physics. Let's brake firmly into this right-hand bend. With all that weight behind me, it might unsettle everything, and we may just wreck. Maybe a little slippage. I was playing around with the physics, just with and without a load, driving the truck sort of unrealistically hard. Not just this truck, different ones as well, and it does feel like it's changed. It locks up. You can almost power slide, and I say almost. I haven't managed it yet. It's very difficult to power slide one of these trucks, and that's probably quite accurate as well. Even giving it loads of power at downshifts, it's not breaking traction, and I'm happy with that. Right, well, we're on our way to Dallas-Fort Worth. I think it's Fort Worth, technically. So there's not so much to see. I'm going to stop the recording, and I'll be back when something more interesting is hopefully about to be seen. Back in a jiffy. Well, I restarted the audio recording and we're back in Dallas. And we've made really good progress. This engine is not over the top, it's not overpowered, but it is doing alright. I'm sure it's my beacon lights on as well, everyone just gets out of the way. So yeah, I'm happy with this. I enjoy the sound, although I dare say I'm going to skip forward the last, I don't know, 12 minutes or something of real world time, but that's alright. And hey, we're in Dallas, Dallas-Fort Worth, and I recognize parts of this road. So yeah, it's been a good trip so far. We're going to be there soon, so I'm happy with that. Well, I believe the term is bollocks. That sucks. So I had to divert, and that's a long diversion. Oh, I think I'm going to be late now. I've got to loop all the way around because there's no other road, there's no other alternative, and I guess I can't turn around. I don't really want to try going over the grassy verge with this thing behind me. Yep, I'm going to be late. Unless I get a move on. Well, it might be time to put these 500 kilowatts of power to good use. Let's engage the warp drive. Well, maybe that's not quite what I mean. The warp heads drive, because it's not going to be that quick. My gross vehicle weight is something like 170,000 pounds. Well, let's make like a tree and roll on out of here. Kind of lull because I downshifted and expecting anything to pick up, and it did a little bit, but not much. Still, we're making good progress. Well, I don't think there'll be much narration going on for the next little bit, so I guess I'll mute the sound and maybe end up even fast forwarding through this bit.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always.
I guess it makes complete sense because, you know, as the day opens, so traffic gets busier, but I'm struggling to make good progress here. Yes, it takes me a while to get up to speed, and then I get swamped by other traffic, so I get boxed in. Right now, I'm kind of in the wrong lane. I really want to be in the right-hand lane, but I'm going to be going quick. Okay, maybe not now. Then I'm at least happy that the truck's not too much of a handful. Oh, I'm going to turn right here. That sucks. Guess we'll steam through this light. Okay. That brakes very well. And it doesn't skid off the road and explode in a ball of fire. I guess Michael Bay wasn't producing this particular video, but dang. Okay, come on traffic, let me through. Cooperate with me. Thank you. I got a little slip road here. Yes, I do. Okay. Alright, that helps. So if I boot it around this corner, it will spin a wheel just a little bit. It'll give me a bit of slippage. Yeah, but not that you'd notice. Alright. Off the access road back onto the freeway. And let's go for it.
Change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They want to rise up.
So the question is just how hard can I brake? I gotta turn left up here, but I'm going up a hill, so let's use some gravity braking. Brake firmly now, and oh, okay. Well, I guess I can't brake us. Yeah. That was interesting. That actually felt kind of authentic, really. Alright, I'm very happy with that, and we're almost at our destination and we're late, so every minute counts when you're thank you traffic lights, every minute counts when you're late, because you get fined the later you are. So, gotta keep the pressure on, gotta get there as soon as I can.
Fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be.
Wake up, there's someone here at the gate. Oh. Okay, this is a little bit reckless, and I'm at an airport, so clearly they're not going to take kindly to this, but I'm just tested the engine. This thing picks up very nicely. Oh, and it brakes very fast. Okay, fine. Alright guys, check, yes, here's my credentials. Yep, it's all fine, it's all good. No secret girls in here, nothing. Okay! Alright. Well, I'm gonna actually deliver this to wherever it wants me to put it, but I think that this closely wraps up this video today. It's been an interesting trip. The weather has been awful. The new physics have been a bit more of a challenge to drive, and I'm very happy with that. I've enjoyed this engine. I don't really think it's realistic because the older Caterpillar V8s just don't produce that much torque low down, but it's great fun to just hear and feel and work the engine hard. Yeah, I'm driving like a loon through here. There's the space. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you have, you know what to do. If you haven't enjoyed it, you also know what to do. Any interaction is good, so whenever you click dislike, you might think that you're physically or emotionally scarring me, and maybe you are, but you're also getting some engagement for the channel, and I kind of make these videos for me. Really, I'm selfish about that. I try not to do what people might want. I do what I thought was interesting. Here we go. So, anyway, thanks ever so much for watching today's video. This was a bit of a blast for me. And I might just keep that modified bumper on Red Thunder. As always, keep the rubber side down. Oh, you know what? Let's just see what we did. Oh, that's under 4 miles per gallon. Okay, wheels are heavy loaded, figures. On that bombshell, have an epic day, have an epic week, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Goodbye.